Good morning, this is Deacon John. It's time for the Blue Water Vicarious Schools video of the day. Friday!
My name is Sunshine. Sunshine.
With that milestone, she appears to be like any 5-year-old. It's when you find out just how big her heart is that you realize she's no ordinary kindergartner. It's a rule in the Ofke household to have milk with every meal. No ifs, ands, or buts. So, when Sunshine noticed one of her classmates didn't have milk during snack time, she decided to take matters into her own hands and brought in money that would have otherwise gone to her piggy bank.
I always tell my kids when they do something that really amazes me, I get kindergarten goosebumps. And I got kindergarten goosebumps from my toes to my top of my head.
All students had access to the money from the piggy bank, so everyone could have milk. Since then, Sunshine and her grandmother Jackie have raised about $411 for the classroom. They hope to
Hey, I'm Chris Troy, host of St. Clair County RISA's Moment in History, and I'm here in the Marysville Park to look at a landmark site that has entertained folks countywide for generations. This 1926 060 Baldwin locomotive used to run coal between the cities of St. Clair and Marysville for over 30 years by the Detroit Edison Company. This locomotive was able to pull 30 cars of coal and remained in operation until its retirement in 1964. In the mid-1960s, locomotives such as the Baldwin were replaced by large diesel locomotives. In fact, the train that replaced this locomotive was a 44-ton GE engine. Detroit Edison decided to donate the locomotive to the city of Marysville on July 16, 1965. City officials, Detroit Edison dignitaries, and local media welcomed the train to its new home in Marysville Park. For Moment in History Extra, I'm Chris Troy, reminding you all that history lives in all of us.
This is Franciscan Media's Saint of the Day for October 20th. Today we celebrate St. Paul of the Cross. Born in northern Italy in 1694, Paul de Neo lived at a time when many regarded Jesus as a great moral teacher, but no more. After a brief time as a soldier, he turned to solitary prayer, developing a devotion to Christ's passion. Paul saw in the Lord's Passion a demonstration of God's love for all people. In turn, that devotion nurtured his compassion and supported a preaching ministry that touched the hearts of many listeners. He was known as one of the most popular preachers of his day, both for his words and for his generous acts of mercy. In 1720, Paul founded the Congregation of the Passion, whose members combined devotion to Christ's passion with preaching to the poor and rigorous penances. Known as the Passionists, they add a fourth vow to spread the memory of Christ's passion among the faithful to the traditional three of poverty, chastity, and obedience. Paul was elected superior general of the congregation in 1747, spending the remainder of his life in Rome. Paul of the Cross died in 1775 and was canonized in 1867. Over 2,000 of his letters and several of his short writings have survived.
Our verse today is from Ezekiel. Cast away from you all the transgressions that you have committed against me, and get yourselves a new heart and a new spirit. Why will you die, O house of Israel? For I have no pleasure in the death of anyone, says the Lord God. Turn then and live. And Bible trivia. What relative was John the Baptist to Jesus was yesterday's question. The answer is his cousin. Today's question. How many disciples did Jesus send ahead of him to get the donkey for him to ride into Jerusalem? Our joke of the day, why did the robber take a shower? Because he wanted to make a clean getaway. And our birthdays, happy birthday today to Vincent, and over the weekend to Maria. Happy birthday, and everybody have a great day.